So, what is up, guys? I thought we'd do another good prediction video since something kind of did fall through in the Grand Blue saga, which is nightsnow, where that unit was a freaking fighter collection pack unit. So we were gonna dive in. I told Ali, like, help me out with this one, give me the cards like we always do. Let's do a prediction. Let's see if these might actually do come to zero, because they highly will. Some of these units. You already see Spiral Celestial Helm. She's already in the game by set 10. So she combos one. You choose a card from your hand, put it into your damage zone. Choose a face-up card from your damage zone, put it into your hand. So she does a Shamsiel effect. And this is during main phase. And this unit gets plus 5,000 power to the end of the turn if you have a face-up card named Spiral Celestial Heller in your damage zone. Oh, face-up. That's hopefully fixed in... I think 0 reward the effect as long as it's in your damage zone. She gets the crit. Keeping it face up. What are you, crazy? That ain't gonna fly in Zero's format. Blue Storm, they do get another break ride, Aqua Force, and this one's actually an interesting one. This one's definitely gonna come possibly during Tetra release on set 13. You combos one when an Aqua Force unit rides this unit, may pay the cost. If you do, choose your Vanguard and it gets 1,000. 10,000 and it gets the effect. When this unit attacks Vanguard, it's the 4th battle of that turn or more. Draw 2 cards, choose one of your opponent's rear guards and retire it. That's interesting, but in Zero's format, that is just, it's like here and there. I mean, Transcore is definitely the better ride when it comes to the Zero format. This is like where we have draw turbo. You're gonna have to give me a little bit more with this effect than it being the 4th battle. So we'll be seeing this guy in the future for sure. Ancient Dragon Philocatops did come in to the Tachikaze Part 2 event. We will be doing a review on this in the future, so I don't want to review cards that are already in Zero, because then that's not prediction. We already know that came, because there's Demonic Lord Lucifer. Deadly Lucifer, he came out as a double rare, and this came out as a double rare too. I thought this guy's effect was nice. I'm going to read it anyways. You combos one, choose one of your guards with Ancient Dragon's card name, retire it. And 2 of your rear guards, Ancient Dragon's card name, those units get plus 5,000 power. Choose one of your rear guards and retire, then this unit attacks the Vanguard. Oh, so he sacks and he becomes like 1,500. But they made him like a double rare, and I think they actually, because this effect is awkward. Choose one of your rear guards with Ancient Dragon. No, they kept this effect for sure. At least they made him a double rare just like they did Demonic Deadly Lucifer. Deadly Lucifer was the same thing. Choose one of your rear guards, put it into your soul. At the end of battle, this unit attack the Vanguard. You pay the cost. If you do, choose one card from your hand, call it. And with the Deadly plus 10,000, so extra attacks. So that was a given. This I see coming possibly maybe when, what's that card? Dragfall Dragon that hits the Vanguard. You sack 2 of your units and you deal 1 damage. I'm pretty sure you people already know what I'm talking about. I see this coming in as well, so this is another break ride for Avengers. So you combos one, choose 2 of your rear guards with Avengers card name, retire them. When this unit attacks a Vanguard, you may pay the cost. If you do, this unit gets a 10,000 power and a crit. He also has another effect. Combos one. And when this card is placed on the Vanguard circle, you may pay the cost. If you do, search your deck for under grade 1 or less. Call to the rear guard. So you have something to sack. So this effect could fly by in Zero's format. It can be a triple rare. This is just pretty much PPO with just 1 less sack for a crit. Because it's legit saying counterblast 1, kill 2, and then it gets a crit. That's like Jailer, almost the same thing. I mean, we'll be seeing this unit, but it's possibly going to just be a triple rare because of the type of crit unit. Sprout Jewel Knight Camille. Sad this did not make the first set of Jewel Knights. You counterblast 1 at the beginning of your main phase with the number of rear cards you have 3 or less. You may pay the cost. If you do, search your deck for up to 1 card with Jewel Knight's name, call to a rear guard, and shuffle your deck. That's pretty good. That's extra attack phasey. We don't get Sprout at the start of set 10, sadly, but we'll possibly be seeing her soon. I wouldn't put it past him, because this is a good effect, because you counterblast 1, and then at the beginning of your main phase, the number of your rear guards you have is 3 or less. This could be really useful, because this is legit calling an intercept during your limit break 4. If you didn't draw an intercept and you're legit getting shafted on G3 hands, I can see this effect working really well for you. That's a fact. So I can't wait to see how Sprout Jewel Knight will come to Zero's format. Definitely a great effect. I don't think that can get changed up, you know? All right, that's a Legion. We're going to skip Legions because we're not there. Floral Magus came in this pack, but she also comes in set 10 as well. As you can tell, you can see a lot of the set 10 cards did come from the Fighter Collection as well before like anything, because like it says GPT, where it's between Fire Collection. So we did get Floral Magus. Count less 1, declare a card name, Top card, if the real card is the card name, put it in your hand. This unit gets plus 5,000 power, so add it to your hand, and then draw, and then you just drive check again. Oh, you didn't drive check yet. You're legit calling the card on top of your deck. If it's a dud, add it to your hand. This can come in handy if you can, once you see the top cards, which is legit what Pentagon Omegas is. You'll always know your top card. Add it to your hand so your drive checking is on point. All right, we're not at Nubatama, but I can see definitely this card being one of the Nubatama units that would possibly come in part 1 or possibly part 2. And what this card does is you counterblast 1, choose 2 of your cards from your hand, discard them. This unit gets plus 10,000 power. And if the number of cards in your hand is 4 or greater, the number of cards in your opponent's hand is 4 or greater, you choose 2 cards at random in your opponent's hand, then you bind them face down at the end of the turn. Your opponent puts those bound cards back to his hand. So yeah, Nubatama, from, if anyone's not familiar with Nubatama, they are hand destruction. In the real TCG, they were all about hand destructions. If they didn't have the defense, you're robbing them of 2 shields, possibly even a PG. You sack one of their PGs. That's a really good final push attack when you hit those critical triggers. They can't defend since you binded 2 cards. The more cards you discard from your opponent, the less likely they can shield from Yosakura Kongo Dragon. So Nubatama's actually looking interesting. I can't wait to see how they kind of balance out their mechanic though in 0, because discarding cards in 0 is going to be way too busted. I'm already having enough time holding the cards in my hand. Merkur Bakuga. So Bakuga had an army. Gets an army, actually. Apparently this is an army card for Bakuga. It's a Limit Break 4. Counterblast 2 with block in the name, which is Counterblast 2. When this unit attacks a Vanguard, you may pay the cost. You do stand all of your rear guards with block on the card name in the front row. So they made Illuminal Dragon Block Cougar cards. So now Block gets his own TCG setups or something that I don't know about. So maybe Illuminal Block, but it's just called Block. I mean, weird effect nonetheless. I mean, freestand 2 block cards. Oh, we're getting more block cards. Okay. I'm pretty sure people told me Block did get a cross ride. I don't know why. Doesn't Block get a cross ride? Could have sworn someone told me that. All right. Musketeers. Now, this is obviously possibly... This could be a set 13 thing. I doubt it'll be set 13 because I think Murakuma comes back with more stealth units. So Murakuma's probably going to be the set 13 clan event. Set 14 might be this card. So this is Holy Musketeer Alvirah. It's a limit break 4. You counterblast 1 when your card with Musketeer in its card name is placed on the rear guard circle due to an effect from one of your cards. If you pay the cost, if you do, this unit gets +1 crit. So this is where your freaking, yeah, you know, that 9k unit and that 7k unit start to give you a free crit when they activate. You're still sacking, but there's no way to recycle. She also has another effect. Soul Blast 1, choose one of your rear guards with Musketeer in its name and retire it. Look at the top 5 cards of your deck, search it to one Musketeer in its card name and called, Oh, what the hell? Oh, okay. So you're a better Cecile. It's Cecile with a crit. Why couldn't we just get this over Cecile then? What the fudge, Bushy? I would accept this with open arms. Get a free crit from Soul Blasting 1. Just have 3 soul. There's your crits for the game. Just get the push. Thanks, Bushy. I have high hopes for part 3 Neo Nectar now. Holy Musketeer is definitely going to be what you're going to want to grind for. Alright, Eradicator Twin Thunder Dragon. New Eradicator unit, because Eradicators just need more units. You counterblast 2, choose 2 of your... Counterblast 2 and choose 3 cards with Eradicators in your hand and discard them. Retire all rear guards of all fighters, and the number of retiring units by this effect are 3 or more. So he gets +2 critical. So this is legit one giant dark hole effect with actual benefits. You counterblast 2, then you choose 3 cards in your hand with Eradicators, then you discard them. Retire everything, and then you get +2 crit. So as long as you don't have a field by this time where Zero's field management is legit you with G2s, this effect can possibly go off even more than you think. Discarding 3 is a lot, but I mean, you could technically use this in a sense of... how do I put this? You can technically use it for a draw turbo. I mean, you're going to be drawing most of your grade 3s, and you're probably going to be killing most of your G3s in your hand for this unit, and it's not even a break ride unit, so he has a lot more priority checks. So yeah, there's that. And when your opponent's rear guard is put into the drop zone, so then he just gives himself a boost there. So Eradicated Twin Thunder Dragons, whew, he's something. So again, Legion. We're not going to go over Legion until we even get there. There were a couple of Legion cards in this, so that's why, shocking enough, when we saw Nightsnow, and Nightsnow's release was in Fire Collection, seeing that there's a couple Legion cards here, we're going to ignore those for this video, because we need to focus on the now that is 0, because we're nowhere near Legion. So now we have Covert, Demonic Dragon, Katsumi, Rogue. This is a Murakumo card. This can possibly be with Murakumo Part 2 when set 13 drops. So without further ado, let's go over it. You counterblast 1 when this unit is placed on the Guardian Circle from your hand. You may pay the cost. If you do, search your deck for up to 1 card with the same name as that unit and call it to a Guardian. I'm assuming this is just going to be one of those nerf effects where they made it like auto effect if someone attacks this unit. Minus 10k shield or something like they've been doing. So nothing too special about this. Let's see what the other effect is. Counterblast 1. Choose one of your grade 2 or greater rear guards. Search your deck for up to 1 card with the same name as that unit. Call to a rear guard, shuffle your deck. At the end of the turn, put that called unit by this effect to the bottom of your deck. I guess the only thing I say, the way Bushy's been doing Murakumo, I mean, instead of going to the bottom, I mean, I know some of the cards say go to the bottom, but maybe for this guy, maybe let it go to your hand since he's kind of pretty much just saying, I guess, a minus 10k beat stick. Like, we don't have enough of those, so this guy coming in is just going to I really don't see a difference with this, with the first 2 units that dropped when Part 1 hit, so forget about that. Machining Warsicle. This is where machinists start to prosper in Mega Colony. So limit break 4, you counterblast 2 at the end of the battle that this unit attacked the Vanguard. If the attack did not hit during that battle, you may pay the cost. If you do, choose one of your opponent's Vanguard and that unit cannot stand during your opponent's next standby phase. Counterblast 1 card with machining in its card name. When this unit is placed on the Vanguard circle, pay the cost. If you do, choose a card from your soul with machining in its card name, call it to a rear at rest. So this is where we start using that 9k unit that sacks a unit into your soul to paralyze a unit. That unit will keep coming out while you keep freaking sacking units here and there. And pretty much with this card being announced, that means there's more Machine Age support that's going to support possibly the standing, hopefully. So Machina got a new Paralyze the Vanguard, so that's nice. Now this, I want this to come out. This would probably be the last card that ever comes out for the Link Joker since they want to expand it for a long couple months. So what this guy does is, I actually read it a couple times. I'm like, wow, that's amazing. That's going to be amazing in Zero's format. What this guy does, this ability is activated if you have 4 more damage. All your units with reverse in its card name get intercept, boost, and auto. When this unit is placed on the Guardian Circle or intercepts, this unit becomes a 5,000 shield until the end of the battle. And all your reverse units in its card name is also a Link Joker. So what I like about this card is it's legit saying I can turn all your G3 shafting into intercepts. So this is almost making me think of, how do I put this? It's making me think of Battle Sister Fromage. Since you're reverse units, you can run reverse units in this deck with the reverse name. And once you hit LB4, technically the G3s that are in your front row become intercepts after you take the first hit from a Vanguard or a hit from a rear guard, so on and so forth. So there's that. So no matter what, this guy could always limit the damage to 1. Your grade 3s become your new boosters. Try to use those before you heal out of it. So that's something I actually did like about that, because there is kind of like in Halcyon's like gimmick, it doesn't look like in Halcyon's gimmick in Zero's format wouldn't be as busted, but it is intriguing to say you are guaranteeing yourself at least approximately like 26 intercepts, with G3s being those intercepts, and G3s being 11k beat sticks. Those are 11k intercepts where your opponent will have to have boosters. So if they do have some lock units, some other lock units where they call the top card locked, you rob them of boosters with this guy, let the things just rock and roll, and then it's like, yikes. Halcyon would be interesting. Halcyon will be interesting for sure. Alright, we get a new Great Nature card in the very far future. I could see this possibly releasing Reverse Leopold, because I don't know really what else would come in Great Nature. But we'll see if Set 13 even brings us Great Nature, because Set 13 is legit Tetra, Ayusha, Great Nature, Reverse. But apparently Set 13 is possibly going to just be Amon, a Liquor, Dayusha, possibly Tetra Drive with maybe one more clan. But we'll see. But Trainee Sage, Minette, you Counterblast 2, choose one of your rear guards. Gets 4,000 power till the end of turn. And then you retire to draw a card. During your end phase, when your rear guard is put into your drop zone, choose a card from your damage zone and turn it face up. So you counter charge, so it acts like a CB1, but that is garbage in Zero's format without extra attacking. So Twin Blade Liberator Margs. We should be seeing this in the future as well. Counterblast 2 cards. Just Counterblast 2. Choose one of your rear guards with Liberator's card name and put it at the bottom of your deck. So you Counterblast 2 and then choose one of your rear guards with Liberator's card name, put it at the bottom of your deck. Look at two cards on the top of your deck. Search up for 2 cards. Call them to separate open rear guards, and those units get plus 1,000 power. And put the rest at the bottom of the deck. But it's 2 cards. These effects make no sense. You're going to call them. I really don't see you not calling them, especially when it comes to like the Zero format. But yeah, we could see Twin Blade Liberator Marks being something. Apparently they need that. Gods of the Four Seasons. Persephone. Limit Break 4. Soul Blast 6. This is a Genesis card, mind you. Soul Blast 6. Look at 3 cards at the top of your deck. Put them on top of your deck in any order. Draw 1 and Soul Charge 1. I'm not going to lie, that'd be pretty decent what people need for that. I mean, that's a good Soul Blast 6 just to kind of see if you can hit the trigger. Draw the PG. Soul Sack a G1 that you don't need and hit the trig. Okay, what's the other? Gods of the Four Seasons. When this unit is placed on the Vanguard circle, choose one of your rear guards, search your deck for up to 3 cards with the same name as that unit and put them in the soul. So it's a Reiji for Genesis. This is how you soul charge 3 Ravens. Definitely could see that happening, maybe. Maybe you stop doing break rides and you just soul charge 3 Ravens and then you're set for game. That's all you're pretty much going to need. This card could be really good in Zero's format, dude. The fact you're legit playing like DI, you're going to be targeting your Raven, and then you have 3 Ravens in the soul, or 3 of the G1 booster, whatever you pick your poison. This is a good card. I'm surprised they didn't just release this by set 11. It's weird. So we guys be seeing some of these guys too. Apparently, Diehard came out Fighter Collection, and we probably won't be seeing that for a while. If he does come out, that's going to be possibly a double rare. We'll see. But Diehard's usual effect is you choose one of your rear guards with Dimensional Robo and its card name, put it into your soul. Search your deck for up to 1 grade 3 with Dimensional Robo and its card name, write it as stand, shuffle your deck, and that unit gets plus 4,000 power. At the beginning of the attack, so he also has a different type of thing if you kept like the limit break or something. He's also a Dayusha critter. You get him to 1,500. So it's almost like it's a better Enigma in a sense. So let's see. And you could choose one of your rear guards with Dimensional Robo in its name, put it into your soul. Then you can search your deck for a grade 3 Dimensional Robo. So this is how you possibly get Daikaiser out. It's faster. I think we stopped running Goyusha, I guess, after this guy drops. If it's only like put 1 card, but it's an LB4 effect. So if it's an LB4, we're probably going to have to run some self-damagers. We got to speed this effect up to get to our Daikaiser. Self-damages might return, and Dimensional Police do have some self-damages. I mean, self-damages for Zero for this guy is going to be very good. The faster you can do the superior ride, the better. So why not? I don't see why not. Self-damages, do the superior ride as fast as you can, you're set for game. So there's that. Super Dimensional Robo, Shadow Kaiser. We won't be seeing Shadow Kaiser for a while, though, but we'll go over them anyways. Predictions. So when this unit attacks Vanguard, this unit gets plus 5,000 power. Alright, so he's a rear guard effect. Counterblast 1, put this unit into your soul. If you have a unit named Super Dimensional Robo Daikaiser on your Vanguard, search your deck for up to 1 card named Ultimate Dimensional Robo Daikaiser and write it as stand. Too bad you can't do that during the battle phase. That would have been OP, but you get Ultimate Dimensional Robo Daikaiser this way, and there, lo and behold, there's that beauty right there. He's magnificent. So what Ultimate Dimensional Robo Great Daikaiser does, I mean, we're not going to see these, at least these two, for like till almost close to Legion maybe, but we'll still discuss it. You Counterblast 2 cards with Dimensional Robo's card name. When this unit attacks, you may pay the cost. If you do, this unit gets Drive Check +1 until the end of that battle. This ability cannot be used for the rest of that turn. I mean, they could definitely put, I mean, it's not a Legion unit. They can technically put this in if they wanted to. It's a Fighter Collection card. So why not? I don't see why not. +1 Drive Check. I mean, Fortuna kind of has a drive check like that where you draw the card. Why Soul Blasting 3? I don't see why Great tachikaze can't have a drive check of 3. So hopefully you're bound to hit a trigger with 3 cards in a 40 card deck, and you're at 10. There's got to be a way to hit the triggers on that in that sense. The only thing is he just doesn't go critical, so that's the only thing I can see, like this not being as good. He just doesn't go critical, but we can make it work. Echo of Nemesis. Now, this is why we kind of went over the fighting collection, because they still have to compensate some of the cards for Pale Moon and everything. So that's why we're going over this right now. So right now, Echo of Nemesis could release when reverse on mon drops. Very, very situational, very prediction-y. But what this guy does is when this unit attacks, the number of cards in your soul is 10 or more. Till the end of the turn, this unit gets 10,000 power, and your opponent cannot call a grade 1 unit from the hand. So pretty much, you can't call Sentinel. So the best thing I see them doing, he won't get a crit, but he'll have the effect that if your opponent doesn't have a card to discard for the Sentinel, if he doesn't have the G3, this card hits. He won't have a crit, but if they do give him a crit, you know, they'll do something like what they did for Glory. Glory was kind of written the same. Goes critical, your opponent can't call G1s. This card's practically the same for just having 10 cards in the soul. So how this would play out is possibly the same thing with Glory. Possible Glory just without a crit, since Echo Nemesis doesn't CB for a crit. He just has 10 cards in the soul, which is pretty fair in Zero's format. Duo Delicious Girl Chow, Bermuda Triangle card. I don't know if we'll see this, but it might be a rank award. You Carabas 1 at the beginning of your main phase, you may pay the cost. If you do, choose one of your guards with Duo in its name. Return it to your hand. Choose one of your rear guards with the same name as that unit and return it to your hand. Okay. At the beginning of your main phase, pay the cost. You choose one of your guards with Duo in its name. I assume the Duo has its own clan going for it, but okay, when we see them, we'll see them. I'll understand this car's utility more. You know what I mean? They probably have maybe some draws or soul blasties. Then these were like the rest of the cards that came in Fighter Collection. Hellfire Seal came out in Fighter Collection, believe it or not, and now lo and behold, he dropped in Vanguard 0 as a secret triple rare for Kagaros. So that's why we had to do this video, because this guy only says he came out in Fighter Collection 2014. I mean, it's a sign. Some of these cards are coming sooner than you think. It's because, look, there's Dragonic Overlord. There's Vowing. Perfect Riser got reprinted. Full Omega Tsukiyomi got reprinted. Another Legion card that you don't have to worry about. Majesty got reprinted. So, we went over mostly the cards that are going to be possibly coming. Those Legion cards we don't really have to worry about for a while. But example is, these are pretty much good examples of what could be possibly coming sooner than you think. I could possibly see Die Hard coming secretly, where Dimensional Police will legit have another 3 triple rares you're going to have to pull. Just be prepared. I'm just saying, you don't know. We don't know. They pulled a Kagero. I mean, they added Hellfire, Seal Dragon. Out of nowhere, fighting collection card. So that's why we had to do this video, guys. I mean, I felt like it was kind of important to go over these cards and just to know the future of events with them. But it's good that you see this now so you can better prepare your materials. Because you trust me, these cards will possibly, definitely, 100% be coming. Especially this Musketeer. I told them there was no such thing as crit Musketeers. I told Ollie every day. Lo and behold, I see this unit. I'm like, well, there you go. Musketeers now have a crit. Congrats, Ollie. You somehow predicted the future and I didn't even know about this card. Oh, my God. Good to know that Block has his own clan going for him in the future as well. Like to see how that plays out. Nubatama, we're still waiting on confirmation on those real effects that are going to apply in Zero. And Floral Magus, we know, is coming out next month. And we'll be doing a set 10 review this week, so stay tuned. It's good to see Halberd Revenge is just PPO, which is like not good with the new PG system. And Lucifer, we know came. Velocitop came. Yep, Fire Collection 2014. Yes. And we'll possibly be seeing Bloomstorm Demetrius with Tetra Drive by set 13, maybe. I think they might do some wiggling. Well, they did take out reverse. They took out all the Beast Deity stuff from set 13 and 0. Set 13 was supposed to be ethics, so now I think they'll just push up Amon. I mean, they'll probably do that type of switch. But yeah, that's how we do this video, guys. Thanks for watching. I hope this provides some more insight on future development of cards. nightsnow I didn't show nightsnow in the video. I'm sorry, because we already knew. If you want to go look into the pack further, you can. But yeah, nightsnow was in this pack. That's why we did this video. Thanks for watching. Be good. Stay safe. I'm outie. Peace.